It's completely fictional. It is not me. There's some elements that are truthful. It really is fantasy, if you will, culminating from whatever the perception has been in the media, the internet, whatever blips in my life that have occurred that have gone public as a result of being in the public eye.
So tell us about making the rock.
Nick started really having fun with adding little Easter eggs from his films. There's a great shot in the movie of Pedro diving in under the water and grabbing Nick that's from Leaving Las Vegas.
One of my favorite sets, I call it a dream sequence, where Nicolas Cage goes into like a German expressionism type environment. And so we had to create a whole sequence of German expressionism film, which really kind of is a complete segue from the beautiful Mallorca, Spain into dark German expressionism. We had to recreate them in old Nicolas Cage films. So we have all these like strange sets that are old Nicolas Cage films.
Nick is such a student of film, and he's made a conscious decision to go away from naturalism, because you watch films now and everything feels so naturalistic. For him to go, you know what, no, I disagree. Like, I can create a crazy over-the-top character and it can have as much truth as your most grounded indie drama, so, which I think is another thing that makes him so kind of unique.
The narrative is unique. It goes through all kinds of twists and turns that are unusual for a studio film. This movie is taking risks. I want the audience to see something new and to be inspired by it the way they were with Face Off, but in the context of a comedic narrative.
Kevin and I just decided that we were going to take a year and write something that we really, really wanted to see. An original idea, something that felt fun.
And he said, I have a kernel of an idea, Nick Cage playing Nick Cage. And I was like, yes, absolutely, 100%, let's do it.
We didn't know Nicolas Cage at the time. We had never met him.
One of our friends said, like, this is one of the worst career decisions you guys could have made.
There was no guarantee that it would get made.
We got another offer, just came in this morning.
Excellent. What's it about? I was hearing rumblings about it. It just kept coming to me, and I said I have no interest in playing myself in a movie. It's just not something I'd want to do. Well, then I got a letter.
Tom wrote him a letter that really laid out in a thoughtful way why we wanted to do the project and reiterated that it was truly a fan letter, basically, because we loved him and we wanted to celebrate him.
It was the kind of letter that I could tell had genuine enthusiasm in it, and it looked like someone that actually had some knowledge about my filmography. And then I read the script, and I thought, he's really taking us on an adventure that is quite exciting.
There was no movie without Nicolas Cage being on board, that is for sure.
I'll take it. The news of this screenplay about some version of me was in the air, and I kept saying to my agency, I'm just not interested. And what really put the hook in for me was the idea of playing Nicky, which in the script was called Young Nick. The ping-ponging, the play between the two, Nick and Nicky, was what really excited me. I love the Nicky character. I thought I could have so much fun with that character. I'm happy, I'm healthy when I'm working, I'm an actor. No, you're a movie star, and don't you ever forget that.
For me, that's the most probably important character in the film because it's Nick grappling with a central idea in the script. In order to grow, we're always grappling with a version of ourselves that we think is kind of core to our identity. And for Nick, that meant as like a father, as a ex-husband, as an actor. It was all wrapped up in this former kind of big, giant, youthful movie star, selfish, narcissistic version of himself.
What are you talking about? It was a little bit like going down memory lane as far as it pertains to Nicky. Like, what was my energy like back then?
Nick would come in with such great stuff. My favorite one was Nick came in and was like, you know, I have an idea to end it. I'd like for young Nick to French kiss Nick at the end of the scene.
Yeah, Nick Cage smooch is good. Nick Cage smooch is good!
And we were like, yeah.